Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is the first project of our cloud and DevOps real world project series. In this series we will go from zero to job ready through hands-on project. Okay, so our first project will be host and secure a website on Linux virtual machine. Objective of our first project is to deploy a website on a Linux virtual machine hosted in the cloud, configure a web server, apply operating system firewall rules and cloud level security restrictions, and validate that the website is publicly accessible and securely hosted. So let's see what we will be doing in this project. So we will be creating a Linux virtual machine in the cloud, then we will connect it using the SSH. After that we will install a web server on our virtual machine, then we will deploy a website, and after that we will apply some firewall rules to secure it, and then we will verify if everything is working and is in active state. Alright, so tools and technology we will be using today is, for the cloud platform we will be using the AWS and we will create a virtual machine using the EC2. Okay, so you can also use the Azure cloud if you prefer the Azure, and use the virtual machines on Azure. Operating system will be Ubuntu 24.04 LTS or 22.04 LTS. Then web server we will be using the NGINX. You can also use the Apache web server. Command is almost same. Okay, so for the security we will be using SSH key authentication. Then we will apply the firewall rules and the security groups. So let's start with the step-by-step implementation. First of all, we will create a Linux virtual machine. So to create the Linux virtual machine, we will first of all go to the AWS Cloud. So this is our AWS console management. So here simply click on the search bar and search EC2. So we come to our EC2. Here click on the launch instance because we will be creating a new one. Here you can write the name for your instance like my project, or it should be like my first project. Name can be anything, right? Then we will select the machine, Ubuntu. Then you can see the free tier eligibility and select the image as per your preferences. So we will be using the 22.04 LTS machine, so it's in the free tier. Confirm the changes. Alright, we have selected the image. Now we will select the instance type. So there are multiple instances in the free tier like T3 small, C7i flex large. So we will go with the T3 micro only because it is a basic project and can be done on the T3 micro. Then we will create a new key pair for login using the SSH. So to create a key pair, click on the create new key pair. Here type a name for your key. So let's keep it this simple, my first project. This is the name for my key file, and I will be selecting the .pem because we are using the SSH for connectivity. If you are using the PuTTY, then select .ppk file. Okay, so we will be using the .pem file format. Create key pair. Key pair has been downloaded, as you can see. After that, in the network settings we will be creating a security group. So allow the SSH traffic and HTTP traffic. Then click on the launch instance and it will create our virtual machine. Alright, as we can see, successfully initiated the launch of instance. This is the ID of instance. Then we will click it, it will go to the EC2 dashboard of our instance. So here you can see the summary: instance ID, public IPv4, private IPv4, and this is public DNS. Everything is mentioned here about our instance, like instance type and all and everything. You can manage everything from here. Okay, so just copy the public IP address, we will be using it. Steps here. Alright, so we have created the Linux virtual machine. Now we will be connecting it using the SSH. So for that we will be going to the git bash. Right, so here we will be using the so first of all we will go to the directory where we have downloaded our PEM file. So for that, cd space I have downloaded in the downloads folder. So current directory, then downloads. In the download folder we will be writing a command ssh space -i space your PEM key file name, my first project .pem, then your user Ubuntu @IP address. So use the shift insert to paste the IP we copied. Press the enter. it's asking for the authenticity, so for this type just yes and press enter. Okay, it has added it permanently in the list of our known hosts, and as we can see, we have successfully created to a cloud virtual machine. Okay, so we have connected using the SSH. Next step is to update and secure a system. So to update the system, we will be using our command sudo apt update. Okay, so this command basically refers to the system list of packages like which are available in our system. It doesn't actually update this packages, but it will just refreshes the list. So to update our existing packages, to update it to the latest version, we will be using a different command, which will be sudo space apt upgrade -y. Y is to say yes to all the requests. So as you can see, it started the upgrading the existing packages. %42% is completed. Alright, we have upgraded the packages. Now let's see the next step. So our next step is to install a web server. So we will be installing the NGINX server. So for that we will be using a command sudo apt install NGINX-y. This will install the NGINX web server on your virtual machine. Alright, so web server is successfully installed to our virtual machine, and now we will enable it. So to enable our web server, what we will be doing, we will be using a command sudo space systemctl space enable space nginx. Alright, so what does this mean? This means whenever your EC2 machine is restarted, it will automatically restart the NGINX server. Whenever you will reboot your virtual machine, it will automatically restart your web server. Okay, so let's see the status of our server. As we can see, it is active and in running state. Okay, so we have successfully installed the web server. Now we have to apply the firewall rules. So to apply the firewall rules, we will simply enable firewall sudo ufw enable yes. Okay, as you can see, firewall is active and enabled. We will see the status. You can see status has been changed to active, but there are no firewall rules. So we will add some firewall rules for sudo space ufw allow 22 is SSH port, so we have allowed for this IPv4 and IPv6. Then sudo ufw allow port 80 is for HTTP, right? After that we will again see the status, and we can see firewall rules are added here. Okay, so next is let's see our next step. Yeah, we have enabled the firewall rules. After that we will be deploying the website. Okay, so to deploy this website, what we will do, we will first of all go to the root directory where our web server is served, right? So basically root directory of our web server is cd space var /www/html. This is the root directory. Okay, so we will go to this directory. Then here we will replace the content of our existing index.html file. So for that, sudo nano space index.html. We will be using the nano editor to edit the file. I already have copied the snippet for our project, so this is the snippet, and I will just simply paste it using the shift plus insert. Then Ctrl O to write out, enter, Ctrl X. Alright, so we have updated the server. index.html file. Let's see if it is working or not right now. So open the new tab, copy the IP. Our IP is in this, so copy the public IP, then go to the new tab and paste it. As you can see, our website is live now. So we have deployed and verified the website. Now next step is to security hardening. So for this we will add some more firewall rules, which will be sudo space ufw space deny. We will be denying for the port 3306. This port is for MySQL, so it is very important that you should never expose your MySQL port, right? So we will deny it, and after that sudo space ufw deny, then 21 for the FTP port, and then 25 for the SMTP port. So we have added 3 more rules here. Let's see the status. Alright, we can see rules have been added, allowing the 22 and 80 port and denying the 25, 21 and 3306 port. Okay, so we have also done the security hardening part. So let's see the verification checklist. We have successfully connected using the SSH, true. Then we have installed the web server and it is in running state, true. Then we have enabled the firewall, yes, true. Then we have only required ports are open, yes, we have done this part as well. We have updated the system and secured it, yes, true. Then we have customized the index page and then deployed it, yeah, true. Then website open in the browser, we have already checked that, so this is also done. So we have completed the checklist what we needed to do. So what are our learnings from today? So we have learned how to create a virtual machine on a cloud and how it works. After that we have connected to that virtual machine using the SSH. Then we have hosted a website on our web server. After that we have added some firewall rules to protect our server, and then we have learned how to deploy a real application. Okay, so we have successfully learned these 5 topics. The portfolio tip: add this project to the GitHub and LinkedIn with the title deployed and secured Linux based web server in the cloud environment using the NGINX and firewall rules. And you can also tag me in the LinkedIn post. This is my user handle for the LinkedIn. I will also reshare your project. So our next project will be CI/CD automation for a static website. This will be the very interesting project, and this is where the real DevOps begin, the CI/CD implementation. For some of you this might be your first CI/CD implementation, so stay connected for this project. So we have started our community on LinkedIn, Telegram, Instagram and YouTube. So this is our common user handle. You can connect with us. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.